Hey y'all, this is gonna be a super short one. Uh, we're we're an hour and change late because I just got back from a birthday party. And that was always what was up, right? If I couldn't make it, it was gonna be because an act of God, and there is flooding going on where I am. But it was also gonna be off weddings or something like that. Birthday parties count. I had a good time. I've never actually been to one of those places where they chop the stuff at the table, and it was more impressive in the movies. But I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. Uh, it was good stuff. It was good stuff. There was a couple of people in there who had birthdays too, but I think our birthday song was better than everybody else's birthday song. I took some shots, so let's see if I can play this loud. Where is my? Let's turn the Beats pill on. That's not it. Woo! I need another name. That's the whole audience, like the whole restaurant loved it. We've This is the way we've always sang Happy Birthday since I was a little boy. We sing the traditional version, or we sing the Stevie Wonder. About to say Ray Charles, the Stevie Wonder version, which is pretty freaking awesome. When is sunset?
Sunset will be at 7:56 p.m. today.
All right, so sunset is about 6 minutes. I tried to do a 20-minute. I tried to do a 20-minute show at the site. I mean, I deleted one. But normally it shows you, like, it shows me the like it did it before, but I had to start a whole new thing. So if I set it up here, I'm gonna be on, like, let's say 8 o'clock tonight, and I set it up at my PC. If I happen to move to another location and I pull it up on my phone, I can't seem to activate the program via my phone. I have to set up one on my phone, which is, I wonder if I set one on my phone, can I use it at my desktop? Huh. Excuse me. Wow. So yeah, I guess I'm a little tired because of yesterday's up at 3. But I gotta tell you, man, I like being up at 3 in the morning, piddling around, doing whatever. I'm glad I got rid of the 7 a.m. shows for most of the days, but I really should have gotten rid of it on the weekends, right? Because that way I could stay up at like 3 in the morning, like I did yesterday. Excuse me. We were practicing the B, which is this. I so wanted to take this thing with me when I went to this thing. Ugh. Hold it down, Pinky. Squeeze it. This is a B. That's a horrible B. Everybody do your job. Try not to lean on it. But man, it was a good time. I was like, man, I get this regular Chinese food, pay this much at my regular place. Man. 2 drinks, iced tea, $8 a cup. Greed is what it is. It's iced tea, motherfucker. Should not be $8 a cup to put lemon in it. Yeah. It was a good day. It started raining very late. I was very up. I managed to get some stuff done. That chair has to go. I have to get a new chair. How much are I don't even really want a gaming chair. There's a Staples I could just go get a regular chair. I would actually like to buy one of these, another one of these, which is a smaller version. But this doesn't let me put my legs under this. I was thinking about getting blocks and raising this. I'm not getting rid of this table because this table is an old New York City public school table. So it's really not for adults. It's for like small kids, right? Maybe not small kids. How tall are you in junior high school? Right? It's a junior high school desk. But it's just a fucking great desk. I have two of them. They threw them out outside the school. They just threw them out. They're not supposed to throw this shit out. And I was like, just kind of like, I walked them home. I was walking my dog. I was like, why'd they throw those out? So I took my dog home, walked back 4 blocks, took one, heavy as it was, struggled to get it back home, right? Got it up the steps in the house. I was like, the whole thing took me like 20 minutes to like walking home, heavy as it was. Then I was like, and it was like, it was a late night walk. So it must have been like 10:30, not 10:30. It must have been like 1:30 at night, 1:30 in the morning. It was our last walk. And I was like, let me go get that other one. Then I went to the same thing with the other one. So now I have 2 of these. One's in the kitchen, one's right here. And one is narrower and taller, and one is fatter, which is this one, and shorter. And I can get more stuff on the fatter table. The narrow table, while it's higher, feels too close to my face when I play video games. This feels same many feet. Which I'm actually going to get another one of those and start gaming. Just put it here since it's high. Or I could get 2 blocks and drill a small, no, maybe a little higher, than drill a small hole in the top of it where the legs are. Put those down and just place them here. And then that will make it the same height as this table. But this table, why am I telling y'all all this? This table is a dining room dinner table. Not really supposed to have this much shit on it. I would almost rather design a table for gaming, just with a flat piece of wood and legs on it. Drill proper holes in it where I need it to be. Put, because I could get another one of these freaking 50-inch TVs and just have them side by side. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was gonna take my Mac back there with GarageBand and an extra TV I have, get another table, put it back there, and do this. But man, how many tables can you have in an apartment? Seriously, before it gets utterly freaking ridiculous. We have been streaming for 10 minutes. Not awesome. Not awesome. This is definitely going to be a short one. This might make our 20 minutes or guitar practice, right? So once we hit 20 minutes, we might be out. Because I got to tell you, dude, I am absolutely full. Is it still raining out there? Oh, man. I got the windows open because the crack, crack, boom is awesome. Stop raining. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this door and crack the window. I don't know why. I'm not like I'm going to be smoking in here or anything. I'm not completely out of smokables, quite frankly. Okay, let's raise this a tad. Man, you can see the lightning crack. Like the flashes. So good. So awesome. No, we're going to take off our socks because we're home. You're lucky I don't take off my pants, everybody. Calm down. Put that near the door so we'll see it walking out. Ooh-wee. You hear it? Crack, crackle, bobble, bumble, crackle, bobble. Love that. I need a one-hitter I actually do have this ridiculous nonsense. Let's put this here. Oh, my goodness. A man with too many vices is just as bad as a man with too many virtues. Remember that. Da 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 da. So what? You're not supposed to do anything. You're not supposed to do any drinking, any smoking, any sin debauchery. Yeah, you're supposed to. You can't be miserable if you did. If you lived in a society like that where the government mandated, you'd live in like Afghanistan. You wouldn't be able to do shit. That's pretty good stuff. So, I had two conversations today. Not today, in the last week, about women, quite frankly, and marriage. Huh. Is it gone? It is gone. Because I erased it. Yep, it's gone. All right. All right. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you hear it? It's fucking magnificent. The thunder rolling through. Gotta respect it. This is 20 minutes of daily guitar practice, day 51 p.m. Saturday night. Next Saturday night will be day 52, right? So it's going to shift by a week. It won't be every day. Maybe I should make that one AM so it keeps its AM PM. But then day 52. Okay, the next one will be day 52 AM. That'll be next Saturday. And then the week after that will be day 52 PM. So it's really, it's 2 days, but it's 2 days apart. I don't know. We're not even going to kick ourselves in the pants about it. Wow. Excuse me. My eyes are tearing. I want to cough. My nose is getting clogged. I want to blow my nose. Yeah, all this stuff kicks up at the same time. Excuse me. Brother, can you spare a dime? There's a song I'd like to play. It's not an old Negro spiritual, but it is a classic American tune of, man, why am I broke in this society? Once I had, do we even want to look it up? Let's look it up. Are we even going to check everything, or are we going to have faith that it's running like it should? Do not have faith. Okay, let's put this here. Let's shrink this down. Brother, can You spare a dime. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built the tower to the sun, brick and rivers. You know what? Well, let's pop this open in a new tab. What?
I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to plow, guns to bear.
This is a better version.
Terry's administration created 200,000 jobs.
No, he didn't. All right, fine. If you say that he did. But we're not going to go back into it. I could have sworn I clicked on this. What is going on over here? Hold on.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob.
Am I even still broadcasting? Now we got to check because it looked like the feed has frozen. Is the feed still here? Let's check Twitter. Come on. Oops, let's go. Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. All right, so I'm still broadcasting, even though there is no image. Let's close this. Let's shrink this down. How do I? All right, I guess I gotta close it. Oh boy. All right. All right. Oh, so here we are. Are we still broadcasting? That was weird. It says it was at 9:30. All right. So now, hey, William, good to see you. So now we're okay. Huh. All right. So let's check it anyway. To see what happened, I was like, am I even going to have to check? Nah, probably not. Bam. You got to check. All right. So we're streaming to this location, which is good. All right. And let's check the other one. That was weird. I mean, I like the app. I don't know if these guys really do watch this. I like the app. I do. But the app has issues. And that's fine. Shit has issues when it starts. Look at me. I was a horrible guitarist when I first started. All those many, many days ago in June. Um, uh, oh man, let's move this. What I expect to happen though is to get slightly better over time. This security guy over time. And I expect that to be what happened with this whole dealio. Okay, so are we? Okay, so yeah, we're recording to all edges. Let's put let's put this here. It's funny because you know what happened? I tried to open up a second window to show you something. 20 minutes of chilling. We're putting this one under guitar practice. All right, so let's do it. Save that there. And save that here. And put this back to where that was. Do we even want to try that again? You know what? What would the fun of it be if we didn't try it again, right? And of course, I'm losing. Here's the thing. I don't know why this app is wonky. It's connected to the router, but it's thundering outside, right? But in order to make the quality better, normally I refresh, but we just had that whole thing. So we're going to try and once I built the railroad, now it's done. That's one of those songs that's just, it should not ever fall out of favor because it essentially lets you know that after you're done working for these people, the trillionaire, billionaire class, they will discard you, right? They really are up their own skirts about their own importance. All right, let's see if we can do that. Oh, hold on, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Sorry, that was my fault. Let's do this. Let's do that. Are we in? Are we in? Am I small on the side? We are in it to win. Oh boy, we're in it to win it. Perfect. It was Irving Berlin. It wasn't Irving Berlin. It was Al Jolson. Brother, can you spare a dime? Yeah, not this one. This one is by yeah, not you. Bing Crosby's version sucks. Brother, can you dare spare a dime? All right, so we'll click on this, and this will probably lead us somewhere near not Bing Crosby. Good, sweet Jeebus. Al Jolson. Al Jolson, stop that.
Terry's administration created 200,000 jobs.
Did they really? But did they really? All right. No, he did not. Terry for Virginia. No mention of being a Democrat or a Republican or anything.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed them all.
Hold on, wait. I want to hear this song, but first I want to know who is Steve Lukather? Can you guys hear the thunder? I hate to sound like I'm in that work song, but can you hear the thunder? Maybe if I turn it up. That one's going to be loud. Oh, Toro Guitars. I love a thunderstorm. I love watching it roll in. The energy of it is incredible. All right, so before we look up, Toto. Oh, was he the singer in the band Toto? Oh, he was the guitarist. Oh, we definitely looking him up after. Actually, we probably can't play any, or I'll get a strike on YouTube. Dang you, YouTube, you suck. All right, let's do this thing.
When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream.
The pictures are amazing, but the lyrics are better. Where's the lyrics for this? Brother, can you spare a dime? Ugh. A dime. Ugh. Lyrics. I know it's not Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby is horrible. Rudy Valley. So apparently, we're not going to get any lyrics. Miss Rose, Brother, can you spare a dime? Some people get it. Camptown Ridge is sung by Al Jolson. No. 2.5 million views 10 years ago. Wow, that's 20,000 views a year. No, I'm not even going to do it. Bing Crosby. Dang it. Once I built the railroad, made it run. Yeah, his version is not, it's good. Fun hula chick. Fun hula chick, all right.
They used to tell me
I was building a dream, so I followed the mob, and then there was Earth to Plow with Guns to Bear. I was always there, right on the job, right?
And there was earth to plow, or guns to bear.
Okay, we're gonna look him up. Definitely gonna look him up. I'm on a music hunt. He used to tell me I was building a dream with peace and glory ahead.
With peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for breath?
He's so horrible. I don't know why anybody likes Bing Crosby. Made it run. Made it race against time. Once I built the railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? You bust your ass to build Amazon to get it to be big, and then when it's big, he fucks you over. That's what this song is. The common man's working plea against big giant corporations all the time. Once I built the power, now it's done. Once I built a tower up to the sun, brick and rivet and lime. Once I built a tower, now it's done. That's a reference to the Empire State Building, which was the tallest building at the time. Khakis. They're in Africa.
And I was the kid with a drum.
It's good shit. They call me Al. It was Al all the time. Why don't you remember? I'm your pal. Now you don't even remember your name.
I'm your pal. Say, buddy, can you spare it now?
It's quite a song. It is quite a song. Oh, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee Doodle Dum.
Full of that Yankee Doodle Dum. $500,000 boots went slugging through hell.
It's a great song.
And I was the kid with a drum. Oh, say, don't you remember? They call me out. The time all the time. Hey, don't you remember? I'm your pal, buddy. Can you spare?
You know, we're gonna climb into a hole on this one. We're gonna look this up. Let's close this one. I want to know the Wikipedia. Let's do this thing. All right, let's get me out of here. He played Michael Jackson's. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to look him up in a second. But we're going to, is one of the best known American songs of the Great Depression, 1930s. Written by lyricist Hip Yarborough and composer Jay Gorney. Brother, Can You Spare a Dime was part of a 1932 musical review, Americana. The melody is based on a Russian Jewish lullaby. I didn't know that. The song tells the story of a universal everyman whose honest work towards achieving the American dream has been foiled by the economic collapse. Is that what it says? Unusually for a Broadway song, it was composed largely in a minor key, as befits the subject matter. It's a sad song. The song becomes best known through recordings by Bing Crosby, Rudy Vallée, and they were released in the late 1930s. Rudy Vallée? I was thinking, oh, Rudy Vallée, Big Girls Don't Cry, and not Rudy Vallée. Okay. Is that the same guy? 1932. Big Girls Don't Cry was in the 50s, right? Released in 1932. The song received positive reviews and was one of the most popular songs of 1932. As of a few popular songs during the era to discuss the darker aspect of collapse. As one of a few popular songs during Thunder, It's Calling. And one was the most popular song in 1930. As one of the few popular songs during the era to discuss the darker aspect of the collapse, it came to be viewed as an anthem of the Great Depression. The Great Depression in the United States, which started in 1929 Wall Street crash, had a severe impact on the country. In 1932, 25% of Americans were unemployed, 1 in 4. After his appliance business went bankrupt, Hip Yarborough had gone into the music business working as a lyricist. The melody derived from a Jewish lullaby that composer Jay Gorney, who immigrated to the United States in 1906, heard in his native Russia. Initially, it had other lyrics which discussed a romantic breakup. Gorney recalled that the pair came up with the title "Brother, Can You Spare a Dime" after walking in Central Park where they heard unemployed men asking, "Can you spare a dime?" A dime back then was like $1. C. Porcaro of Toto wrote "Human Nature" for Michael Jackson. Right. This is Frankie Valli. Hold on. Do we want to go back? We're going to hold this one right here. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to take this one. I'll go back. Hold on. We may not need to go back. Hip Hop Jay Gorney, American made famous by Rudy Valli. So let's click on Rudy Valli. July 1986, 1901. So he would have been 50s in the 50s. Big Girls Don't Cry. He didn't write that one. He was one of the first modern pop stars of the teen idol type. Okay, maybe he was. What's his discography? Music. I was playing the drums in high school band. Rudy Valli Connect Yankee named him saxophone to Rudy Warren from. He became one of the first crooners. Good Lord. Well, Sinatra's the most famous crooner. Primarily male singers who performed using a smooth style made possible by better microphones, which picked up quieter sounds and wider range of frequencies, allowing the singer to utilize dynamic range. Is this the same Rudy Valli? I don't think so, but let's see. Valli Videos. From 1940 to 1950, Valli owned Valli Videos. Personally, Valli was married to Legacy. Okay, so here's the song. Let's see if Big Girls Don't Cry is on there. We could have just looked at 1938, 1929. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I don't think he was. It's got to be a different, because that Big Girls Don't Cry, that dude was young. All right, Frankie Valli, here we go. Frankie Valli. Maybe that's why they used the name, because, oh boy, because somebody knew of the original Frankie Valli. Frankie Valli. And the Four Seasons. Valli, American singer. This guy's cannot be the same dude. He's still alive. 87 years old. All right. So there are two Frankie Vallis we're looking at here. Just had to make sure. I just had to make sure. All right. So with their unemployment, Brother, Can You Spare a Dime? Harbor recalls that he was working on a song for Musical Americana. We had to have a title, not to say My Wife Is Sick, I Got 6 Children. The crash put me out of business, hand me a dime. I hate songs of that kind. Harbor worksheet showed that he went through several drafts of the lyrics, which included a satirical version attacking John D. Rockefeller and other tycoons. However, over time, Harbor moved toward more concrete imagery, resulting in the final version. Anthem of the Great Depression. It's a great fucking song, man. Are we gonna look up? I'll look it up later. Frankie Valli, first see the Winchester Cathedral. Right, Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons is Valli though. Right, that's what it just said. He played Michael Jackson songs. Steve Lukather. Lukather, right? Steve Lukather, an American guitarist, singer, songwriter, arranger, and record producer, best known as the sole continuous founding member of the rock band Toto from its founding in 1976 to present. It's his band. Everybody else left. If your band is a boat and everybody gets off the boat and you're still there, it's your boat. He's the sole. He is an American guitarist, singer, Frank Roto Toto, founded in 97. Wow, that is a lot of motherfuckers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in this band. How many people are in Toto? The original section. Echoes in the night. I'm gonna have that song in my head now. What kind of signature is that? Come on, man. Wake up. Lukather met David Page and the Porcaro brothers, Jeff, Steve, and Mike, all of whom eventually became members of Toto. Lukather had been a self-taught musician, began taking guitar lessons from Jimmy Whipple. With Whipple, Lukather expanded his knowledge of wider aspects of music, including orchestration. It was during this period in 1970 that Lukather became interested in the idea of becoming a session musician, a vocation that provided opportunity to play with a variety of musicians. Jeff Porcaro, who had been playing drums with Steely Dan since 1970, had become a mentor to Lukather and furthered his interest in session work. Was studio work for Boz Scaggs, after which Page and Jeff Porcaro had been prominent session musicians in their own right. Asked Lukather to join them in forming Toto in 1976, along with Bobby Kimball, David Huguenot, and Steve Porcaro. Lukather solo Toto. Huh. Wow, okay. This guy's a beast. He taught himself and then he studied under all these great people. He's like a journeyman musician. Everybody knows him. I love how old guitarists, like old rock stars, look. They always have this weird, like, first of all, their shirt game is their pants game too. Look at this guitar. It's fucking beautiful. I can totally appreciate it. I can totally appreciate it. Yeah, the shirt game, man. It's all about the shirt game when you're a rock star guitarist. Let's go through all of them. That shirt is fire. That shirt is fire. Oh, it's full of peace signs. Yep, that shirt is fire. Ugh. This one has the Joker all over it. Oh no, it's not the Joker. It's what's the guy's name? Salvador Dali. These pants is lit. I hate to say it, but these pants is lit. These pants is lit. Signature. Oh yeah, this doesn't seem very rock starry. Was that just a cross? You hear that? Awesome. Frankie calling. Steve Lukather. Boz Scaggs' album Down to the Left, Middleman, 1980s, was a prominent contributor to several studio albums by Michael Jackson. Several studio albums by Michael Jackson. A prominent contributor, no less, to several of Michael Jackson's albums. Wow, including Thriller. Lukather has released 8 solo albums, the latest of which I Found the Sun Again released in February 2021. In 1976, when Lukather was 19 years old, he was invited by his high school friend David Page and Porcaro brothers Steve and Jeff to join them in forming their band Toto. He remained a member of the band throughout its entire history. In the later years, he served as its manager, musical director, and live MC. Lukather's reputation as a guitarist and is associated with Page and Porcaro brothers, who also became established artists in their own right, allowed him to secure a steady flow of session work in the 1970s and 80s. Nominated for 12 Grammy Awards and has won 5. While his work with Toto was predominantly based on pop rock music and his solo work venges into progressive rock and hard rock, many of Lukather's side projects are focused on jazz fusion. He's all over the place. He held a long collaboration with jazz guitarist Larry Carlton that produced a Grammy-winning live album, and a member of the jazz fusion band Los Lobotomies, a collaboration of prominent session musicians. Since 2012, Lucas has toured with former Beatles drummer Ringo Starr. Wow. Lucas, you can see the lights start here and crackle and pop and dance all over the sky. You can watch it marching. And I always this is where having a good and active imagination as a kid comes from. It's also helps you with meditation, but meditation is slow and boring for me. But you can sort of sit in your mind's eye and picture you sitting in these clouds. Now, how would that look? Would it just be smoke around your knees, or would it be giant billows of, like, if it was, cotton candy, let's say, roomfuls of it, and you'd be this big? You'd be like the size of a pea. If the house you're in, the block you're on, is full of cotton candy clouds, right? So you take that and you realize you're a pinprick. You put yourself at the top of it, and you can see the lightning race 20 miles because it's lightning. It doesn't just flash where you are. Like, it's an amazing thing. And like when I see that, I instantly can sort of see it dancing all over the place as it travels. It sounds like it's low here, loud here, and it's off in the distance. But it's the same volume, and someone else, when you're getting it, they're hearing it coming to them, and someone else is hearing it leave them. It's amazing. It's amazing. Supergroup, the All-Star Band. Influenced by such blues rock guitarists as Jimi Hendrix and Jimmy Page, and such jazz fusion players Al Di Meola and John McLaughlin, Luther is known for a melodic and intense playing style. He also recognizes for his efficiency in the studio, also recording tracks in one take using minimal sound processing. While he once used many guitar effects in the studio and on stage, he now frequently disparages such practices and instead advocates cleaner tones and minimal studio processing. Because all that shit hides, right, all your fuck ups. And then when you get so good you don't need it anymore, you go back to the purity of it. Is that what happens? You want all the gadgets as you learn it, and then when you don't need the gadgets anymore and you're beyond the gadgets. Wow, really? I'm gonna have to find more of what this guy sounds like. Minimal sound. While he uses many guitar effects in stage studio, he not frequently disparages such practices and instead advocates cleaner tones and minimal studio processing. Lukather plays primarily a signature electric guitar manufactured by Ernie Ball Music Man, bearing his nickname, Luke. He also plays Yamaha Innovation at Adama's Sales acoustic electric guitars. Wow. Early life. He first played keyboard and drums, then taught himself to play the guitar starting at age 7. When his father bought him a key acoustic guitar and a copy of the Beatles album, Meet the Beatles. He first played, Lukather has said that the album changed his life and that he was generally influenced by the guitar playing of George Harrison in particular. Wow, so your dad gets you a Beatles album, and then later down the line, you're working with like one of these guys and on tour with them. Really, 2 brothers died young. Oh my God. Why? What happened to them? Let's look up the Pecorino brothers. It was just in here. Here it is. This is an old picture, so something tells me Jeff might be one of these sad stories. August 5th, 1992, at 38. 63. 59. He died in 2015. And he died in 1992. All right, so what happened? Picard died at Humana Hospital Hills at 8:30 after falling ill while spraying insecticide in the yard of his Hidden Hills home. The coroner ruled out an accident and determined a heart attack due to due to coronary artery disease caused by atherosclerosis resulting from cocaine use. Okay, essentially drugs killed him. Atypical lateral sclerosis and death. Porcaro stopped performing total in 2007 after experiencing a growing weakness in his fingers that was making it increasingly difficult for him to play. He was replaced by Leland Sklar the remainder of the tour and disbanded in 2008. On February 2010, it was announced that Porcaro was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis (ALS), and the former member of the Total Steve Pecoraro would reform and do a short tour through Europe in support of him in the summer of 2010. The regroup Total continued to tour and perform for Mike's benefit during 2011. In September 2012, it was reported in Classic Rock magazine that he was doing as well as could be expected with his disease, but he was in a wheelchair as the disease was progressing. Porcaro died in the Los Angeles home on March 15, 2015, at age of 59, with his family at his side. Yeah, ALS is Lou Gehrig's disease, essentially. Also known as motor neuron disease or Lou Gehrig's disease, is a neurodegenerative neuromuscular disease that results in the progressive loss of motor neurons that control voluntary muscles. ALS is the most common type of motor neuron. So voluntary muscles are your arms, your leg, it's stuff you reach out for. You're voluntarily using it, right? Involuntary muscles is like your heart. You can't stop it. That's going to keep doing what it's doing. Yeah. Most cases of ALS, about 99%, have no known cause and are known as sporadic ALS. However, both genetic and environmental factors are believed to be involved. The remaining 5 to 10% of cases have a genetic cause linked to the history of disease in the family. 1 or 2 specific genes. Oh, that's sad. Most beautiful people. All right. Yeah, let's do this. All right. We've been streaming for 50 minutes. I guess we're gonna do another 10 minutes and give it a decent even hour. Again, we're supposed to do this at 6, but like I said, we had a family birthday party and it was fucking awesome. It's the first time I've been out inside sitting at a restaurant in a year and a half. It's crazy. A year and a half. Nobody had masks on. I was very. Oh, I don't have me on. So, sorry about that. Because one. Sorry. I'm like looking at the lightning strikes. So what are we gonna do? You guys want to look up that Brother Can You Spare a Dime? It's based on a Russian lullaby. I actually had to look up tablature and chords and how to strike and what the downstroke looks like versus what the upstroke looks like. There's a lot of shit in there. Yeah. So we know this. A minor, E7, D minor, 6. Don't know that one. These are guitar. Oh, okay, you flip them as you need them. E. Never saw this one either. I guess that's how you learn these chords, right? You find a song. What just happened? Okay. Continue. The raw, awesome magic of it. August 1, 2015. F7. Okay. Brother Spirit Dime cover. How is this 20 seconds? Oh, we were just right here. We were just right here. Huh. Some stuff is hard to find. Guitar tabs. A minor. Oh, there's a bunch of A minors you can use. I like this. It gives you a varying degrees of, yeah. All right. Good job, guitartab.com. Good job. So let's see if we actually reset this thing. A minor, E, A7, D diminished, D minor, D minor 7, A minor 7, F, a barred F. Want to build a railroad? A, E, yeah, okay. Just for the sake of fantasticness, let's look up. Yeah, let's swap this. Look at all the action. Hold on. Look at that. That's what I mean. Like, it lights up the clouds in the foreground. I mean, this is going on deep within this cloud, right? Some so such that the cloud is so thick above it that all the light can't get out of it. It's so good. Florida has beautiful skies too, I tell you. But man, it's always misty and raining there. Look at that. It's ginormous. We're so far away from these clouds, but some of them are as big as like fucking states as they pass above your head, break into rain, and then disappear. That's pretty good. I just wanted to show you the magicness. Just so, like, look at how it lit up everything. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, guys. Lightning flashes. No mother cries. Wow, that was nice. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes is another good song. He's got music on this. Yeah, we'll need the music. Look at this. Look at that. Hold the fucking phone here. Look at this. Did I keep doing that? There you go. Look at how high up this is. So high up that it ran through another cloud. It like the pop. If you could fucking harness this, we wouldn't have to deal with all the nonsense from the Con Ed dudes. You'd be able to trap lightning in a bottle. The famous impossibility of that, right? Becomes common sense, commonplace. Remember, for all of human history, people wanted to fly. Now people fly regularly. Oh, just in the last 100 years, people fly regularly, and we take it for fucking granted. Talking about space, man. Look, after 100 years of space people and traveling to distant galaxies, people are going to be like, oh, fucking, I want to go get on this starship to go to. It takes 2 hours to get there. Just whiny, complainy bitches. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. Stop crying. You know what? In my grandfather's day, they would love to have gone to, Andromeda Galaxy and saw X, Y, or Z. Now, calm down. We'll be there in 2 hours. It's amazing. Amazing. This is how fast it is in regular speed. All right, let's do it. It should be about 10 seconds. Well, that one was a long one. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Normally, I don't like to be on the computer, a lightning flash. Normally, I don't. Wow. It's just so fucking impressive. Normally, I don't like to be up and on while the camera's rolling, while the sky is falling. Once we've been streaming for an hour. We might go another 15 minutes because I'm sort of in love with all you guys. But the weather is just. I'll be right back. We're going to cut you on. Pale blue colored eyes. What song is that? Now I've got that song in my head. Oh, I think coming back again. What song is that? Like a I'm chasing the wind. What song is that? I wish I knew a line from it. Then I could. I love the storm of it. I wish I knew a line from it. And old lightning crashes and old mother dies. I think that's a line from it. Lightning crashes is the name of the song. Okay, great. Lightning crashes, a new mother cries, her placenta falls to the floor. The angel opens her eyes, the confusion sets in before the doctor can even close the door. Lightning crashing, an old mother dies, her intentions fall to the floor. The angel closes her eyes, the confusion that was hers belongs now to the baby down the hall. Oh, now I feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. Forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. Lightning crash. Oh. Lightning crashes, a new mother cries, the moment she's been waiting for. The angel opens her eyes. Pale blue colored iris presents a circle that puts the glory out to hide. Oh, now I feel it coming back again like a rolling thunder. Yeah, it's a fucking great song. Excuse me. Pale blue colored eyes. I do like a good pop rock song. I do like a good rock song. I do like a decent punk rock song. But I would say that my favorite songs are those 1970s soul ballads. I love a good soul ballad like Marvin Gaye and Teddy Pendergrass, right? Al Green. How can you mend a broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you mend? Come on, that song. A broken heart. How you mend Sam Cooke. My baby's coming home tomorrow. Ain't that good news? Yeah, ain't that news? How can you mend? How can you stop the rain from falling down? I can think of younger days when living for my life. Like the opening line of that song, I can't even play it because everything is. I can think of younger days when living for my life was everything a man could want to do. I could never see tomorrow, but I was never told about the sorrow. How can you mend a broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? How can you mend this broken man? How can a loser ever win? Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. I can still feel the breeze that rushes through the trees and the misty memories of days gone by. We could never see tomorrow. No one said a word about the sorrow. How can you mend a broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? How can you mend this broken man? How can a loser ever win? Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. Come on, man. That's just good fucking lyrics. Right? Al Green, baby. Let's stay together. Damn, let's stay together. These are the songs that, before you know music, man, you learn all this stuff at the feet of the people raising you, right? So my mother, that's always had the radio on, she used to always sing songs and sing to me in our fucking abject poverty. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want me to do is all right with me, because you make me feel so brand new, and I want to spend my life with you. That line, you make me feel so brand new, I always thought was just a beautiful line. You make me feel so brand new. And it also comes across so conversationally, right? It sounds like he's talking to you, not singing to you, right? It sounds very much like he's saying this over a coffee table, like you're at some cafe or restaurant, and he's saying, "Listen, baby, since we've been together," right? It sounds very conversational. Loving you whenever. Let me say, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to. Let me, like it's a pleading song, but it's not pleading. It's a beautiful song. A lot of songs now are just kind of like, to hell with you. They're not really love songs. They're just kind of go fuck yourself songs. I'm great. And I always think when I listen to them, I get why the recipient of this song is not with you. Like Beyonce had one of the songs that's just like, I hate this song. It's not a love song. We can look up the lyrics of that. It's what is that song? That Beyonce song. Put a ringer on it. Put a finger on it. Put a ring finger on it. If you like it, you should have ringer on it. If you should have ringed on it. Should have did something with a ring. Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. No, that's not it. What is that? Put a ring on it. Nearing the halfway point, Dorian's connection with Kia causes Alexa to question his fidelity. Sean bonds with fellow entertainer Brittany as LaRonda is drawn to Sir James' confidence. What the fuck is that? That whole paragraph is just... let's read that again, because I don't know if it's pandering or just fucking arrogant racism. Nearing the halfway point, Darian, Darian's connection with Kia, Kai, causes Alexia, 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 to question his fidelity. So Darian's connection with Kia causes Alexia to question Darian's fidelity. Sean, Shon, mind you. Look, okay, people, I just want to say this. As a person named Sean, there's enough fucking spellings for this name. We don't need any more spellings for this name, okay? So you have SHAWN, SEAN, SHAUN, Sean spellings. And now you have SHON. Do I need SHAUN? Sean. Good Lord. There's like 4 ways to spell this stupid name. The variations of Sean. 11 variations of the... You don't need 11 ways to spell this fucking name, all right? You don't. You don't. I'm sorry. I don't want to be crazy, but people are making me fucking bananas. Because I'm always hearing people make up, like, I'm like, all right, well, if you're going to make up a name for your kid, tell people that it means something. What is your name? Table chair. Oh, really? Table chair? Oh, yeah. It's spelled table and chair. It's spelled the same way, but it means the greatest, grand, wonderful, most awesome thing you've ever seen in your life. That's what that means? Yeah. You ever heard it before? Well, I guess not. Well, then how the fuck you going to tell me what it means? Make up a name if you gotta. Good Lord. But, Sean, okay, so what do we got here? Sean May, S-E-A-N. Okay. Sean Johnson, S-H-A-W, and that's the way I spell it, but okay. Sean Figgins, C-H-O-N-E. All right, okay. Sean White, S-H-A-U-N. Okay. Shawan Dunston, S-H-A-W-O-N. Shawan. Okay. Sean with two N's. Oh, he's a big motherfucker, but okay. Sean with an E. Okay. All right. Okay. LaShawn. And then there's these. The LaShawns, the Dayshawns, the Tayshawns, the Rayshawns. All right, stop it. Hold it. It's Sean with an E. Lay, Sean. All right. Deshaun Jackson. All right. Deshaun. D-E-S-H-A-N. D-E-S-E-A-N. All right. And this is L-E-S. Okay. All right. So maybe you can only put the days. Oh, no. That's a S-H-A. Okay. Deshaun. Rushawn. Okay. Yeah, everybody needs to slow down with the fucking names. Seriously, just slow down. It's not put a ring on it. Should have put a. Should put a ring on it. Country song? It's not a fucking yeah. Beyonce single. Oh, Single Ladies is the name of the song. Let's look up the lyrics. All those single ladies. Now put your hands up in the club. Yeah, okay. We just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. Decided to dip, and now you want to trip because another brother's noticed me. Yeah, this whole song sounds like the kind of bullshit woman who would get you in a fight in a place and get you shot. Women love this song. The song is stupid. And it turns out it was written by two guys. So this is all the shit, all that self-empowerment stuff that you see a lot. A lot of it is written by guys. All this, oh man, women can't wear this and this, and why she has to wear this, and then all that design stuff is also done by like fucking ladies and like gay guys. They act like the people who are criticizing it act like it's me and my friends here down at the bar making women wear all this uncomfortable shit that they hate, but they can't wait to get when it comes out. You know, I must buy this. I must have this. And this is one of these stupid songs. Like hearing this song on the radio just pisses me off. This song will not age well. I guarantee it. Just like all these gun club bullshit rap songs won't age well either. Now I'm up on him. He up on me. Don't pay him any attention. Just cries my tears for 3 good years. You can't be mad at me. Because if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad because you see that he want it. Yeah, and after that, it'll be 2 months before you're singing the same song to a fourth and a fifth guy. This song has. Okay, it's the modern woman, right? You want what you want, go for it. But this feeds into. I wish I could play this song because I love this song, but you can't play anything on the internet. How can you mend a broken heart? How can a winner ever lose? How can you not? Oh, all the light in the neighborhoods are out. And let me live again. Tell me, how can you mend a broken man? How can a loser ever win? These are the questions, right? They make you ponder the song versus these declarative statements. Well, if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Look, I'll tell my homies, you lucky you escaped that one. You lucky. You got it. Like, yeah, your heart will hurt now, but anybody who think that's their favorite song, all these go fuck yourself songs, they didn't want love in the first place. They wanted to win. So win means what? Getting married, having kids. I'm winning. But are you in love with anybody? And when it goes bad, what's going to happen? You pick these people up in the club. First of all, that's where you went wrong with that stupid song. I could tear that song apart. I really could. I could do serious damage to that song by just laying it up against good songs, which are trying to say the same thing. And mind you, there's a ton of like songs. I just think, look, that song should have its own genre. It's not a love song though. It's a fuck you song. And if you can write a fuck you song, then I think you should give all these other people clearance and leeway to write fuck you songs, right? Fuck women. Like, you know who else writes fuck you songs? Eminem writes fuck you songs about his ex-wife. He did it for 10 years. He doesn't do it anymore. Right? Kanye West wrote well, it's not really a fuck you song. Gold Digger is not a fuck you song. But Gold Digger is a fucking anthem. You can say what you want about it. It is a fucking anthem. I think it might have finally, the weather might have finally calmed down. Kanye West, man. How can a loser ever win? All right, I guess this is about where we wrap this one up, because we've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes, and the lightning and the thunder. Do we want to cut this off? How dark is it? It's pretty fucking dark. How can you stop a broken heart and let me live again? How am I singing one song and trying to fit a diddle? Okay, let's try and run over these. C, A, G. Actually, I'm supposed to be trying to do all these with these three fingers. So if I have to move it, I can bar versus this, and then learning how to, So, but man, my fingers are so weak. My fingers are so weak. So this would have to be this. If this is this, this would be this. Bar chords. So what are we doing? We're doing C, A, G, my G's to my E's. And the guitar is wobbling all over the place. It's not supposed to move even. I see people doing it, and it doesn't move at all, and I'm always impressed by it because no matter what I do, it's moving, and it's moving a lot. So. Right. All right, so this is D. This is my E minor. Wrong. This is my E minor. Ooh, that was embarrassing. And this is my D, which I have to. Come on, man. That's not that. This is a. This is my D. And then this is my D minor. D. D minor. So what is this? I want to say this is my A minor. No, this is not my A minor. This is my A minor. I have a chord in my head and I don't know what the name of the chord is. So what is this? It's like the reverse of a D minor, of a D. And then we learned the D. I mean not the D, the B chord. Bad at it. So it would be C chord scale. C, E. All right, hold it. C, D. Hold it. Why don't you say it while you strum? C, D, E, F. Come on. You're a big boy. You can do it. F. Oh man. F, G, A, B. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. B. Ugh. This is gonna be a problem. B. C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Yeah, I'll work on that by next week. We'll be someplace. All right, we're gonna end this one. Oh, good Lord. Sorry I'm late. It's pretty good, man. What can I tell you? I got some good leftovers in there in the kitchen. Feel my house rumble. I rarely ever felt that before. I think that's the first time I ever felt that before. The thunder made my house rumble. Like it was Jurassic Park, and there was a T-Rex walking through the place. Let me check the weather because I know they said flooding, but what else is going on with this thunderstorm? We are children in it. Did I close my back windows? I don't want to have to. I'm about to say put on some pants, put on some shoes. and figured out, okay, $45, $32, $35, $31, $42, $40, $27, $32, $30, $30. Wow, it looks like it's going to rain today and tomorrow, 9 a.m. It's going to start by 1. Partly sunny. So it's supposed to rain at 6 a.m. Thunderstorms will move through your area. The high will be 89 and will be very windy. Night. Thunderstorms are expected to move through your area. The low of 76 will be accompanied by some breeze. That's essentially the same, the morning and the night. Oh boy. So I'm learning a lot of chords and no songs, which I'm pretty sure is an interesting way to go about it, but it's not sustainable. Oh, it was a D7. So this that I knew, but I was like, why do I know this chord? What's the name of it? This chord. Ugh, that's not good. This chord is a D7. This is my D. The weather's not fucking around. Oh, my fingers fucking is fuckery. Is there an easy way to do that without moving on my fingers? But that's the same thing here. Yeah, I think you got to move everything. Ugh. Yeah, weak fingers. Huh. So wait a minute. What did I read about David Grohl using the top strings? Read about Dave Grohl using the top strings as sort of like the bass. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff I got to work on. Yeah. One day I'm going to sit down trying to actually do some stuff. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, do I even want to? I might want to. Is this even thing even still tuned? I tuned it yesterday. How long does the guitar hold the tune? know how wise it is for me to be playing an electric guitar in a thunderstorm. So, that little cracker boom boom cleared our head. I wish I had I wish I had someone who played an instrument to hang out with, who studied instruments and did all that kind of corny shit, whether they were self-taught or did it through university. Right now would be excellent, because I feel like cooking somebody a meal, and it'd be nice to bullshit, have a whiskey, and play whatever. Man, I'm just sorry I didn't get, and I've got a hippie nature to me too. I'm sorry I didn't do this earlier. I really am. Try some of my bar chords. This is my C. I'm quite steady with this thing. Hey. Hey, Eve, sorry. G. No, D. can feel it rumbling in my chest. How is this? Oh God! So, I'm gonna be a little honest with you guys. I'm gonna bear a little bit of my soul. I'll edit this out later. We've been streaming for an hour and 43 minutes. How are people more concerned with bullshit that goes away in a year and a half? By that I mean fashion, and not concerned about the bigger, broader issues of their children. How do you not want a family? Kids who look like you that you can teach your philosophy, then why don't you have a shit philosophy and be proud about it and teach it to children? I would triple double down on my philosophy and make sure I was right. And if wherever it was not great and could be shored up, I would get rid of it. I'll restart this whole castle with one brick. Love is something, man. Family is important. Try a different pattern. They're not used to that pattern. I gotta stop just laying my fingers on the strings. I gotta start exerting energy on it. This pinky is laying all over that low E string. trying to keep in rhythm. Just hopping around chords that I know. Because I think I'm good at some chords and I suck at others. We used to have a philosophy on this program. We wanted to learn something and be good at it. We weren't going to take any guff or bullshit about how good or how bad we were, because we know in time we would get better. And we know adopting this, it will bleed into the rest of our life, right? Be better, essentially. So it'll start with you doing better cooking, better laundry, better housekeeping. Then maybe it'll get into looking for a better gig. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A better gig, right? A better apartment, better house, better partner, right? It starts really small. These ideas are dangerous because they start like a germ, right? And when I say a germ, I don't mean a germ. I mean like a crickle, crackle, boom, boom is coming. Ouch. That's bad. I can barely get this pinky to reach around there. I want to learn a good run on this thing. I wonder if somebody has an arpeggio skill lesson that just runs up and down the fretboard and all the wow. It still is not raining. We're getting a lot of lightning action. That I don't think you guys heard that one. That rattle, because I keep mentioning, but I know I hear the rattle too. How about this? What? Right, so that should be. That's all 4 down, so that's two down, so it's one up. Or up. Ooh. Ooh, all right. Oh, okay. Well, how am I just hearing this now? Yeah. Is this gonna bother my nail? I like the upstrokes. Where's my E? My fingers are so weak. Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's been 2 hours. Let's call it here. I'm gonna do that for like another hour and a half, 2 hours. You don't really need to watch it, do you? I'm probably gonna have another one of these and the awesome leftovers from what do you call that? When they cook the food at the hibachi? Cook the food at the table. Cook your own food. That's not what I asked. Is it Japanese? I think it is Japanese. Hibachi. Hibachi. Yeah, no, that's very funny. It's very clever. Hibachi. Hibachi. All right. Hibachi is a traditional Japanese heating device. It is a brazier which consists of round cylindrical or box-shaped open-top containers made from okay. A porcelain hibachi. That's not what I'm talking about. Cooking. Is that not what it's called? Yeah. Man, that thunder is not fucking around. What exactly is hibachi? The word hibachi means fireball and frozen cylindrical shaped containers. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about hibachi restaurants. What are those? Rest. Oh, good Lord. Are you seriously going to tell me it's a bowl and not a restaurant style of cooking? Japanese rich cooks. Hibachi was either. These housewives. Blah, 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 blah. See also kitchen stove. A brazier. Yeah, but none of these. Why are they? Japanese cuisine. Hibachi fireball. Two Japanese Haitian period filled with combustible ash heated by radiation to eat. In North America, the term hibachi refers to a small cooking stove by charcoals called the shuriken in Japan. Oh, or to an iron hot plate called the teppen in Japan. Teppen Yankee restaurants. Oh, so we'll call our hibachi restaurants, we call that after their bowl, but they call it a tapachi restaurant. Why didn't we just take their name? It's like taking somebody from the Indian community whose name is, Running Deer or Glowing Moon or any of those quintessential names we know of, and name them Gary. Or even better, it's like taking somebody from Japan here and not learning his name and just naming him Frank. Right? If his name is Tetsuo, you call him Teddy. It's just kind of like, I've had friends, they weren't, we don't know each other anymore, but I've run across people like, well, it's either for people to pronounce. Like, man, I don't know. Teppanyaki, also known in some countries as hibachi, is a post-World War II style of Japanese cuisine that's used an iron griddle. That's where we were, iron griddle to cook food. The word teppanyaki is derived from teppen, the metal plate on which it's cooked, and yaki, which means grilled, broiled, or pan-fried. In Japan, teppanyaki refers to dishes cooking using a teppen, including steak, shrimp, okonomiyaki, yakisobe, and munjaki. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with this one and this one. Oh no, I'm not even showing it to you. Oh, for God's sakes, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I'm the ever loving worst. So this is where we went. Not this place, but people wore the same kind of hat and they cooked at the table. And I had never been there. It was a very awesome thing to see them like do their craft. They did that. They got a giant burnt. First of all, your flash is not. These are old cell phone cameras. Your new cell phone camera will get all this. He wouldn't be so bright. The fire wouldn't be so orange. It'd be white and yellow and red, and the people in the background would be able to be seen. And yeah, because it costs you $1,300 fucking dollars. Yeah, I love it. Teppanyaki. Jeff could use an iron griddle. That griddle, these griddles, this griddle is awesome. You can cook a million things on it. Look how many pancakes there are. Yeah. Have one in your house. You don't have to. This is really small. I mean, you want a decent one, but I get it. Oh, science. Me brain hurt science. One embedded snap action thermostat per burner. Embedded snap action from 200 to 550. You can cook anything that's small. You can cook on that, with the exception of potatoes. Well, no, you have to shred them really thin and flash fry them. But that's essentially what you're doing. You're flash frying everything. This is a lot going on here. A griddle. It's a cooking device consisting of a broad flat surface heated by gas, electric, wood, or coal, both residential and commercial application in industrial countries. A griddle is most commonly a flat metal plate, elsewhere typically a brick slab or a tablet. Yeah. Get your griddle on, my homie. I mean, this was very impressive to watch. And the thing about it is you don't have dishes after you clean them, which I really like. In the United States, teppanyaki, more commonly but incorrectly known simply as hibachi, more commonly but incorrectly. Man, boy, we Americans. Made famous by the Benihana restaurant chain, which opened its first restaurant in New York in 1964. The Benihana cooks their food teppanyaki style. They also serve dishes such as hibachi steak and chicken. Benihana and other chains of teppanyaki restaurant continue to place an emphasis on the chefs performing a show for the diners and continue to introduce new variations of the trick. Chefs might juggle utensils, flip a shrimp tail into his shirt pocket, catch an egg in his hat, toss an egg in the air and split it with a spatula. Yeah, we've seen that. That's just a great trick. Flatten shrimp pieces into dinner. Flatten shrimp pieces into diner's mouth, or arrange onions into fire shooting volcanoes. Yeah, we saw that one. Fire shooting volcano thing. It's good stuff, man. Totally super entertaining. You come for the meal, you get a show, and it was quite expensive. And I was like, really? But at the end of the day, it's a nice thing I experienced, and I wouldn't do it again. Did this cut off? Good Lord, I could have sworn anyway. Oh boy. I'm not going to go through all this again. This is sliding off the rails. Oh yeah, hey, how you doing, Lady B? I went to my first Benihana's today. Well, it's not Benihana, but it's right here. But my first hibachi restaurant, they call it. And we just looked it up, and it's actually supposed to be a teppanyaki restaurant, but we all call it hibachis in America, and it's wrong, quite frankly. Yeah. In some countries, that's hibachi fire bowl. Benihana, United States teppanyaki, more commonly but incorrectly. I love this sentence. More commonly but incorrectly, known as hibachi. Because when I looked it up, I got this. Hold on, where is it? I got this. Why do they do that? So then it's out of frame on what you're trying to do. If I did that, that's not going to work either, is it? See, now it's lower. So yeah, so you look it up, you get this weird hibachi bowl. You're like, what the freaking who is this? It looks like a hibachi barbecue grill. It's an amazing thing. It was an amazing thing. I really enjoyed it. Last time I was out in the world, man, was at a restaurant, was a year and a half ago. Oh, really? Benihana SP. Yeah, I think you go there for the show, not so much for the food, but the food was good. I will say that the food was good. Uh, it was a lot too, right? It was a lot of food. Because I didn't finish it all there. I brought home a doggy bag. But it was really interesting. I really liked it. There's one in Chicago that's really good. Is it a chain or is it the Benihana? Tapping Yanks. Benihana. Let's look up Benihana. Is it Virginia? Okay, so Wikipedia. Benihana, what is a safflower? Okay. Safflower Carthaminus tictinus is a highly branched herbaceous thistle-like annual plant. Wow, that is a sentence. Is a highly branched herbaceous thistle-like annual plant. It's commonly cultivated for vegetable oil. Oh, really? Extracted from the seeds and was used by the early Spanish colonies along the Rio Grande as a substitute for saffron, so you can eat it. Okay. I love flowers. An American restaurant company based in Aventura, Florida, it owns or franchises 116 Japanese cuisine restaurants. Just 116? That's it? Well, I guess they're not like McDonald's. They're supposed to be like high end, right? Including flagship Benihana teppanyaki brand as the Haru fashion cuisine and the Ari sushi restaurant. It was founded by Hiroki Aoki in New York City in 1964. Benihana introduced the teppanyaki, also known as hibachi, restaurant concept, which originated in Japan in the late 1940s to the United States as later to many other countries. The company was founded in 64 West 56th Street, New York City by 25-year-old Hiroki Aoki, father Steve Aoki, and Devin Aoki. Is a former American actress and fashion model. Film roles including Too Fast, Too Furious 2008, Sensei 2005, Lee Rose and D-Way Did a Lot 2000, and Mutant Chronicles 2008. Okay. Stephen Hiroki is an American DJ, record producer, music programmer, record executive, and heir to his father Aoki's fortune from the Benihana restaurant chain. Okay. Polestar declared Aoki as the highest grossing dance artist in North America. Operating income is down, net income is down, total asset is down, total equity is down. Revenue is up though, $314 million. What? Sweet Susquehanna, that's a lot of cash. 57 years ago, Tom Baldwin, president and CEO. Japanese cuisine. I do like Japanese cuisine. I ain't hating on you. Man, like you see it in the movies, you're like, oh, it can't be that interesting. And then you go there, and it's fucking interesting. I especially like this Mexican dude doing it. Benihana sushi. Why is sushi so expensive? I like this logo, black and white, very simple. In the negative spaces of it. This is a really good logo. It's not Benihana by some style. Benihana. I love the logo. El Salvador, Panama, United States, North America, El Salvador, nice. Panama, United States, Brazil. Just the one in Brazil, Europe, Romania, Slovakia, United Kingdom. Romania. Okay. Weird places. Asia, Lebanon, Jordan, and India. Well, okay, I get this. This is Asia, right? So Lebanon is in Asia, Jordan is in Asia, India is in Asia. Russia is in Asia. China, as we all know, is in Asia. But in Europe, I mean, this is Iron Curtain stuff. With the exception of the United Kingdom, why not France or, you know what I mean? All the ones you would normally think of. Germany, South America, just Brazil. Okay. Not Canada, North America, not one in Canada. Why? It's very interesting how they place these where they place. And there isn't that many of them. And they did make $310 million fiscal year 2010. These are all fiscal year 2010s, by the way, which is 11 years old. So I don't even know what to say about it. When was the last time this thing was updated? This page was last edited on June 29th, 2021 at 8:19. Okay, well, I guess whoever did the SEC, yeah, this is an SEC report from 2021. Who knows where it is now? Is Aoki still alive? No. 69 in 2008. God bless you. You balling ass bastard. Born in Tokyo. He moved to New York City going on to win the United States flyweight title in 1962. 63 and 64. He was a boxer. Oh. No, he was a wrestler. 3-time champion. You got to love it. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, birds and bees, houseplants and weeds, right? Garden, oh wait, would that be garden plants would be outside and house plants would be inside. All right. But then you would have garden and weeds as okay, we're gonna better suss this out. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes. We started late because we had a birthday party. Glad for it. Every time I pick up that guitar, we go a little longer, don't we? We're not gonna pick up the guitar. I'm noticing that. The neighbors. I want to thank everybody for coming through, talking to me, chatting me up. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm gonna send mad love to the cosmos. Mwah! And to my niece, happy 8th birthday. I love you. To my family, God, my family makes me so happy. I had a conversation with my brother-in-law, and my nephew, my brother-in-law's son, as I was sitting between them. You know, there's something to be said for bringing cool and interesting people into your collective, right? And then making more cool and interesting people. God, like, my brother-in-law is one of my favorite people. He really is. His sense of humor is just, you know, I love my sister even more for picking that dude. He's so funny. It's so, you know, there are people in the world that you'll go and be happy to see them, but like, because you know you're going to laugh a lot and it's going to be silly. So you're like, oh, is so-and-so going? Oh, man, I can't wait. You know, just because you have this good energy with him. Oh, God, he's so funny. I wish I could I can't even tell. I don't even know how to explain what happened at dinner today. He asked me something, but said, keep it between us, right? That was a joke, right? Not really. That was the joke. That was a weird thing. I was like, oh, man, because I've got your fix right here. But the person who had the fix, it's so, I couldn't write it. I can't even explain it to you because I'm sort of sworn to secrecy. I'm over here tearing at the stupid idea of it. Look, man, you don't need miserable people in your life. There's enough miserable people in the world. You don't need to be one of them. They don't need any more people in their army. Once you try and start looking at like the funny, happier shit about the world, you'll get better. I don't know how fast. It depends on you. But I've always been sort of this goofy, I wish everybody well, I'm about to say motherfucker, guy, right? But I've also had to bark and snarl and growl at people and things like everybody else. But if you do too much, you get good at being miserable. You get good at barking and growling and right. Don't need it. 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 Don't want it. Don't need it. Not even going to entertain it. Right. What are we going to do? Are we picking up the stick again? Yeah, we're going to end the show soon because our glass is empty. Right? Yeah, all right. So what we're going to do is we are going to call this one as we look for arpeggio wrist that we can steal. Oh, hold on. First of all, okay. We're not broadcasting this. Fine. So let's look up. What would you call them? Exercises? How do you practice arpeggios on piano? 5 ways to know how to practice 7 guitar lessons. This is going to take forever. I'm just going to have to slowly, excuse me, sift through it. Slowly sift through it. Slowly sift through it. All right. Are we going to check this again to make sure we're still doing it to it? All right. Excellent. That's still going. We're just going to assume that everything is gravy. Everything is soup, as the kids say. Don't the kids say that? I think the kids should say that. Because trust me, if I was a kid, I'd be saying that. And I would be the coolest one. So trust me, all you kids out there, start running around and going, hey, man, that's soup. And watch how cool you are. And all the other people want to be just like you because they're like, wow, hey, that kid used soup as a cool stand-in for awesome. Pretty good stuff. All right. Do we want to put up tomorrow's show? Tomorrow is Sunday. Can I even? That's so inside baseball as to be ridiculous. It's supposed to be I can't even. This is Saturday. So the next one was Sunday, was the first Sunday show. Yeah, I was right. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. All right, so what we are going to do is we're gonna, oh man, my eye. We're gonna set tomorrow's 7 a.m. show. Is it gonna be at 7 a.m.? Good Lord. I missed yesterday, this morning, 7 a.m., even though we did get 2 hours out of it after 9 to 10:30 or 11, something like that. And then I missed today, which I didn't expect to miss, but then I was invited to a birthday party, and come on, who don't like birthday parties? What do you take me for? A savage? Absolutely not. What I am is your homie, and your homie likes cake. So, yep, we were in like Flint. So tomorrow at 7 a.m., it's up already, will be the Sunday session. We don't know what we do in our Sunday session. We openly wish each other well and hope for better things. And yeah, I'm gonna pour me another glass. I may have some leftovers. I may pipe another my Gandalf pipe, but I might. I'm supposed to be I'm between you and me the wallpaper since we're tight like this. I'm working on two things. I'm working on getting better at the guitar, right? Trying to bleed into music stuff around it, right? So now I'm back in the guitar garage band on my phone, like which comes with all these things. Comes with your iPhone and your iPad and your iMac, which I have all three of those. Um, I hate to say it, but Apple makes art easier. It really does. I don't know if it makes you lazy, but it makes it easier. It's helping me get into music easier, right? When I used to just try and write lyrics after lyrics after lyrics, which is my phone is full of fucking just empty lyrics. I might actually be able to use them now. 10 years of fucking carrying them around from device to device. Uh, it just makes it easier. Oh, there you go. You know what we're gonna do with you? Yep, we're gonna have to fix this. Um, after we charge it, then we'll deal with it later. But yeah, it's. I don't know if it makes you worse, but I think it does do something to you. All right, so see if we can get that charged before we deal with like, and we got to keep this shit charged and then deal with it later. So yeah, so what was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. We're about to roll out of here. I was saying that how Apple makes art easier, but I don't know if it makes you lazier. But if you want to get into an art, get into it. Uh, I'm trying to learn art on this stupid thing. I'd rather just do it with a pen and paper in my hand or this. But it's like the acoustic. I like the acoustic more. If the power goes out, right, you can't use that. All your art is on that, right? I'm a semi-analog guy. I remember family photo albums and personal phone books where you looked up people's names, and now nobody knows anybody's phone number. I get it, man. Life moves on, but I don't know if it's always for the better. Uh, so some stuff you should try and keep alive. So I'm trying to reawaken music in my soul and try and reawaken art in my life, right? Um, and trying to sort of do art where it's what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, man. It's you can't you look. The society wants you to be miserable. Don't be miserable. So you know your iPhone, get your garage band open or download that financial app or whatever it is, right? And then run at it. But yeah, it was a pretty good day. We had cake, we got leftovers, we got interesting stuff. We played Freight Train yesterday. Do I even want to try and learn Freight Train? I wrote down "Nobody Loves You When You're Down and Out," another 30 song that we just looked up. Brother, Can You Spare a Dime? BB King Blues Box. Let's put this here. It looks like the rain has gone away. I don't hear any crackling, booming anymore. Ugh. Really? Maybe they should be played on an electric. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ugh. 12, 14, 16th fret. Well, it's BB King though. And I'm doing it with my fingers. He's doing it with a pick. 12. Ugh. Mm. Mm. So it's Hey Rick, how you doing, man? We were watching the weather. So yeah, that's what we were doing. Yeah. It's it shook the house. Like normally I watch it roll in and it's a majestic, but it shook the house. I was like, ooh. So we've been sort of stalling for time with Mother Nature. Oh, really? You're only getting light rain now? So all you guys who are regular to the show, Rick is also a guitarist, and he's also in these here Virginia Yayas. And we talk about guitar music, and then we talk about like now we'll talk about the weather. I was messing around with the BB King Blues box. A lot of flats in this. What is this? E, F sharp, G sharp, B, C sharp, D. So it should be. Right? And then here. Or it could be this. Yeah, just mucking around. Yeah. Why do I know that? It's from that well, it's not the same notes, but it's the same wow. I want to say it's days go by, anyone in underground once in a lifetime. Isn't there? This is my A. This is my A bar. Boy. How do you bend both of them? I have seen people bending fucking strings. I'm amazed by it. Use 3 fingers. Really? Three? I thought it was one finger. 3 fingers. How do you even get 3 fingers on here? Where can you can bend it anywhere with 3 fingers? How do you? The two middle, 3 finger. How do you even do it? 3 fingers. Let's try it up here where the spaces are wider. Ooh. Get the sound of the bend with the ring finger and take the sense off by using the other two as support. Get the sound of the bend. Get the sound of the bend with the ring, which is this finger, the ring finger. I'm gonna invite you up with the ring finger and then take the stress off by using the other two. So you get the sound of the bend with the ring finger. All right, so we're gonna have a guest come on in. Oh, okay, that's cool. I thought I was hearing echoes.
Hey.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest tonight. Now, I have to remind you, we're streaming the 2 channels, so no political talk
Oh, no worries.
and no wildness.
Yeah, no. This is all guitar.
Absolutely.
So what I mean by
Let's
I'll
turn
show
you up
you-
a bit.
I'll show you what I mean by, here we go. Sorry about that.
Perfect. Ooh, that's beautiful.
What I mean by so you plant, you want to, I'm on the 12th. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Right.
But you'll get the visual from it. So you want to plant that ring finger wherever the fret is that you want the bend. See if I can get this in here. All right. And then put the other two on the fret behind that ring finger and the fret behind that finger. So you're actually putting down 3 fingers on one string, and you're getting you're getting the. Let me get a better. I'll do it on the
Your ring finger?
Yeah. So the ring finger is what I'm planting for that.
Right. So I planted my ring finger.
And then you put that middle finger down the fret behind it.
The fret behind it.
And then put that first finger down the fret behind that. So now you're like you're lined up 1, 2, 3. Basically like this.
Oh.
And then
so they're not all in the same fret.
No, but you're only going to get the sound of that last fret that you got that ring finger on. So when you go to bend it, you're pushing all 3 fingers up at one time and you're getting this. And also another trick is bend with the wrist. You want the motion is this. It's gonna be like rather than using the finger.
So I'm doing this. So I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, you're gonna wear your fingers out trying to do that.
Oh,
if you rotate the wrist, like you're turning the knob down on a radio. You know what I mean? See, there you go. And you'll end up getting,
wow.
You'll end, and it'll take a lot of the stress off that one finger, because otherwise 3 songs in, your fingers are going to be so wore out that you won't be able to even push down on the strings.
Right. Ooh, that's nice.
That's all that is just a little vibrato at the end. I'm just shaking this. See how I'm pushing up with the 3, but I'm only actually giving pressure on that last fret where the ring finger holds.
Right. So. Oh, so it's sort of an illusion that all 3 fingers are actually doing it.
Yeah, the other 2 fingers are only there for like physical support. They're not
Right.
really
Because they're
playing
all
anything.
like all the muscles in the hand are just so
Exactly. So
right.
you're
So you
getting
don't
a
really have to
ton-
even put pressure on the strings is that you don't want in the front, in the back, in the neighboring frets, I want to say.
yeah. And then to get this sound that I'm getting so all I do is take the ring finger off and the middle finger off, so it's like bend it up, bring it back down, and then pull that finger off.
Well, I'm not doing that one right.
Sorry, my camera sucks here. Hold on, let me get. There we go. So. Whoops. See how I lift those 2 fingers after I bend up, then I bend it back down, and then I pull those 2 fingers off. I wish I had a better camera angle.
See that? It sounds like you're hitting a separate note.
The third note, like there's the first note is the bend up, then the second note is the bend back down. So it'd be like, but it's all one pluck. You see what I mean? I'm getting 2 notes out of one pluck.
Right.
Because I'm bringing the bend up, down, and then pulling those 2 fingers off a full step back. And
so you're putting it twice.
Yeah, I'm plucking it twice, but I'm getting 3 notes out of the pluck.
Right. So it's the pluck, it's the bend, right? That, and then the settled pluck when you put it back down.
Yep. And when I pluck it, I push the bend into the pluck. The first bend.
You push the bend in the pluck.
Yeah. As I pluck, I push up at the same time with the left hand.
All right.
I wish I had better light in here and a better camera angle.
Now you're good. It's an excellent vibe, man. Do not change your lighting flow.
And see, once you've got the scale rolled out, and you can apply that same technique to the scale almost anywhere. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just a piece of the scale. That's just the 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide up. It's just that's 3 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 strings. Yep. You can also get that same effect that you're trying to get, like as a bend. You can get that by sliding up 1 full step. 1 full step means 2 frets usually.
Right. So you're saying this is also this? Wait.
Could be. Or
holy moly.
It just depends on what application you're playing. You know what I mean? Like the genre and.
Wow, that's amazing.
Let's see if I think I got.
So bending up can also be two back, right? my goodness. I hear it.
It takes a little while to get used to. It's a coordination thing with your right and your left hand. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
the pluck,
Sense memory.
the pluck to the bend is a coordination thing. And then, but once you get it, man, it's like you're gonna run it. You're gonna run it everywhere you want to, anywhere you want to, at any moment. Like you'd be in the middle of, like, you know. I mean, you can stick it in anywhere. It's where you feel it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the difference between playing scales and feeling leads. Like, scales are wonderful. They teach you the form and the technique of, like, you know. But I got away from playing straight up and down like this, and started working from back to front, you know,
Right.
working my scale, like, because I can get the same scale as
Right. The same quadrant.
or I can do it. Same scale, it's just different positioning, really.
Right.
It's the same notes.
I hate to say my shameful admission is that I've been like memorizing chords and I haven't memorized scales. And
No
I think
worries.
the first scale that I was getting was the chord scale. What is that? C, D, E, what is it? E, F, yep, F, come on now. G, C, G, D, G, right, A, sorry.
F
B,
is going to be the hardest chord you ever learn. It's going to be the
It's
hardest
very-
one
it's
to
like-
finger.
C, but I keep thinking it's F. It's like C,
See?
right? It's like this. Let's hear it again. Yeah, I think I got it. Or is this my C? This is my C.
And see, I play a half step down, so I have a capo on my guitar right now, so that I'm close to where you're at. And here's another trick I do. When I play my C's, I don't even play them usually the right way. Like, C is supposed to be like a third fret with the ring finger, second fret with the middle finger, and then first fret with the pointer finger.
Right.
But what I do is I plant my ring finger on the very low E string, the heavy E string, right there where I would plant normally, like this. I'll show you.
Okay. Okay.
Normally it's like this. That's a C.
Right. That's the C that I remember. Right. And you're doing
I do like that.
so you've got your pinky where your ring finger would be
Right, and I got my ring finger in the G position.
in the G position.
It gives it that bass, that lower end.
Oh, that is wow.
It
That's
fills the chord out too. Now you can drop that whole thing down for an F. The same position, just drop it down like a set of strings.
But
So-
this C, this makes the root note of this C
a G.
right.
Yep.
Then why is it not a G chord?
Because it doesn't have the other elements. It only has,
It doesn't have the 1, 3, 5.
right, it has the G as a root and then the C as a root at the same time, which gives you the,
Right. That's pretty good.
and you can do the same thing with the F. Just drop it down.
drop the F down.
You know, like you would do a F, not barred, but like a F. You know how you would normally do a F.
Right. So you drop. This is my F. This is my
Yeah,
F.
and do the same thing that instead make that root a C, and put your pinky where the ring finger would be. Say the same like feel, but just dropping it down. It
Yeah.
fills out the F a lot more, I think, without having to bar it.
This is my F.
A lot of guys do that when they play solo because it there's that playing it like a C like this, or see how it drops that bass in it.
Yeah.
That's without. And then of course the F sounds really shallow because it's less strings. And a lot of times when I do the F, I use my thumb. See how I'll show you. See how my thumb will mute that E string so I can hit it anyway and it won't make any noise.
Yeah.
I use that a lot. That's one of the perks about having the thumb right there. You can, because then you can hit
so it
that
doesn't ring
E
out.
string and it doesn't ring out and does it. Because if I didn't do that, it would sound like this. It would sound like complete ass. But if I put that thumb down, I can hit that E, and all it is a percussive strike, but it doesn't make a tone. It gives it that. Desiree's here. Hey, Desiree. She's good people. But yeah, so you can do for the C. Oops. What am I doing here? Oh, there we go. That's the scale for C. That's a C major scale.
Right.
And you can do that. You can either do that in the place of like in the position of where the C is, or you can take it. Whoops. If you want to take it up, you just slide up a whole step from that second chord, that second note you hit, and then there's always a slide up. You just got to remember there's always possibility,
Right.
and that takes you up the neck rather than having to stay in
In this cluster. I'm slowly
Right.
trying to do that. First, I have to. It's funny. I was looking up arpeggio exercises.
Oh, those are
Because-
hard. Those are hard. I can't even do those.
I like even as little history as I have with a guitar. I'm realizing I'm getting locked into places, and what I need to do is sort of wander down the fretboard in whatever way I can.
Right.
So
If you practice
we're trying to do
arpeggios,
an eye more to that.
if you practice arpeggios, they take a while. If you do it for 30 days, just practice them for 30 days. Say doing it like 20 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time. And I mean, I know some, like here's the most simple one. Let's see if I can get my camera here. I'm trying to get my camera here so you can see what I'm doing. That's an arpeggio, but I want to be able to get that to where I just sweep the pick down and it's all one motion.
Oh wow! Okay.
And they say practicing for 30 days will definitely hone you in on that whole. That's about as fast as I can get it right there. I can't do it back the other way.
Speed, it might be too late for speed for me. I'm So I'm trying to go for clarity and richness in tone. Oh,
Well, once you get used to doing it, and you know where your fingers need to be, it's the stretching for the arpeggios. It's the
right.
hardest part. Because you have to do each chord, each stroke of a string is a different finger. Except for, it's like this one's one finger, that one's one finger, this one is the middle finger, or these three are the middle finger. Whoops. And then the pointer finger goes back a whole step on the E. But I sit there like for 30 minutes at a time, and
Just
by the
trying
time
to do
I'm done, I got the feel of it. But it's just they're really, really like work. They are work,
it. Right.
and they're a lot easier on electric for sure.
Whew. All right. Well, thanks for coming through, Rick. We're about to end this thing.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Anytime, man.
when are you on? Are you?
I was actually thinking about going on and playing some tonight.
Oh, nice. You will likely see me in your chat.
Right
I've,
on.
I've been up for a minute. This is my second round today. So today I think I must have done 6 hours. I did 2.5 hours this morning, and this is 3 hours now.
I hear you.
So
I've been farming.
I'm sorry.
I've been farming all day.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Tell us what's going on with your farming.
So a guy came by yesterday, and he did a stop here in Richmond. I hosted a clone giveaway.
A clone giveaway.
Yeah, and he was charging $20 as a base fee.
What is a clone?
A clone it's basically when you take a plant and any plant.
Oh, okay. This is plant terminology.
Yeah, you cut the plant and then you dip it in this root hormone powder, and then you stick it in dirt, and within 10 days it'll start to grow.
It becomes a sapling.
Yep, it becomes another plant.
Right.
So
very nice.
he left 7 clones here with me of 6 different types.
Nice.
And yeah, so my farm is now complete.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have a lot of work to do in October when time comes.
Right. When the seasons change and right.
Yeah, so I've been kind of babying that since it was a good thing that it rained, but it's been hot, and I've been trying to make sure and maintain it and keep it from getting burnt up by the sun.
Right.
But yeah, I repotted everything.
Well, I thought first of all, I thought they're weeds essentially, right? I thought they were hardy regardless.
They are, but they're temperamental at the same time. So, and the ones that he brought me, they already had a root base to them. So really all I did was take those and plant them in 5-gallon buckets.
Right.
And I cut a couple of tomato pieces off and started doing that. It's basically playing God with the plant, pretty much. But yeah, man, I've been doing that all day, trying to keep everything alive, keep it from, and then the rain came. So the rain was a good thing for me today.
Right.
And they're saying it's supposed to rain all week. Oof.
Really?
Yeah, or at least here. I don't know about for you guys, but for here in Richmond, it's supposed to rain all week, off and on.
Yeah, I think we've got about the same. I thought you meant constant rain. I was hoping we'd get a day or two of sunshine, but what's going on with my eye? It's a sign.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a wild one. Luckily I drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom of the 5-gallon buckets so they drain well.
Right.
Because I mean even though the plants need the rain, they also need to dry out at the same time.
Right, and you can't sog their roots.
Exactly, because I don't want to get root rot and
exactly
lose everything. But I got some. Oh my goodness, I got some.
So you have them in the dirt.
Well, I made my own dirt. I made compost.
Okay.
Been making compost.
Because some people use like water irrigation system with no dirt. That's a sort of a.
That's a hydroponics.
Hydroponics, right?
Yeah, you can do that in a 5-gallon bucket with a fish pump. It costs about $10 to get that started for just one plant. Yep. And you can actually, yeah, and you can actually run 3 buckets off of one pump. But with that, you got to have lights, and that's what costs you a lot of money.
Oh, right. That's why they need heat.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they need that light cycle that
Right.
you,
Chlorophyll, so they can make chloroform and get
yeah,
the
and then you got to put nutrients in. You got to so you're spending money on nutrients. You're spending money.
photosynthesis is what the lights are for. They're not regular lights. They're greenhouse lights, right?
Right.
They
Exactly.
cause a certain
Exactly.
layer of radiation so the plant can continue its what did I just say? It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Yep. They gotta. So in the veg stage, you want like 18 hours of light and like 6 hours of dark. Some
Wow.
people run 24 hours constant. I mean, but they go from like sapling to done in 12 weeks.
Wait, how long do they normally go? 12 weeks.
That's for growing indoor.
That fast?
That's indoor, but see, that's running your lights at 24 hours a day, and then
So that is fast.
yeah, once you've reached the stage where you know what the plant is, then you switch from 18/6 or 24 hours to 12/12, 12 on, 12 off, and
Okay.
that tells the plant, it's time to make flowers.
It's more of a cycle of a sun night cycle. Right?
Yeah, you're basically being the sun. And how that works is, okay, so summer solstice is the longest day of the year.
Right.
Everything after summer solstice
Gets shorter.
is the flowering cycle, basically.
Okay.
So that's why anything you do outdoors, it's gonna be done in October, like the end of October. Anything you do indoors, you can usually count on it being about 90 days and you're done.
Wow. Oh.
And a lot of indoor growers, they do like 4 tenths when they do their gardens inside. I don't have all that mess. I just rely on the sun because it's free.
Right.
I make my own dirt because I mean we got plenty of.
But
grass
do you
clippings
even
around
really
here.
need to? Is my question. Do you need
What's
to
that?
make dirt, considering we're on a ball of dirt flying through the giant void? One thing, I
Well,
mean,
I make the dirt. I make the dirt because the dirt around here, it has no nutrients in it, and
Ah,
they definitely need nutrients. So I add like old lettuce, anything green.
right.
You can
You need stuff to rot to give its
yeah,
energy back into
exactly.
the soil. Right.
You need greens and you need browns to make
Right.
good rich compost. And then
Right.
once you've made the good rich compost, then it has to sit because it's hot.
Right.
Basically,
You gotta
it's got
wet
like-
it.
it's-
So,
yeah,
because water decomposes it further and it leaches into the soil.
yeah.
My
there's two-
boy used to cut the lawn and then take the lawn trimmings
Yep.
and dump them in his garden and wet those down. And like you said, whatever fruit was in the kitchen, banana peels and
Yep.
potato skins, that he put all that in there. And then when he thought it had like leached out enough, he would clean it all up. It's sort of like all the nutrients that was in it, and it was really just trash, and he would just clean it up and.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, I throw eggshells in mine.
Right,
I throw
yeah.
coffee filters with old coffee grounds in mine, old
Exactly.
tea bags, all that stuff. Because that's like you're getting your browns. You need 80% browns, 20% greens, like nitrogen. Because the greens give it the nitrogen, and the browns give it all the other stuff it needs.
Oh, okay.
And then then what you want to do once it's made, like the pH balance of that when it's hot is like 5,000 parts per million. The ideal growing dirt is about 1,000. Anything over 1,000, you're going to burn the roots up on your plant because it's got so much nutrients in it that it'll just burn it up.
Wow. Okay.
So you got to basically let it get rained on and let it
To dilute the power of what you're doing.
Exactly. Now, if I can figure out a way to let that stuff get rained on and collect that water, I'm in there like swimwear. Because then I have liquid nutrients right there, and I could do that hydroponic system with
Right.
the liquid nutrients. I wouldn't have to use no dirt.
Huh. Okay.
I'm working on it. I'm working on a better way to do it where it pays for itself, and it's like all I pay for is like a little bit of electricity, and that's it.
Right.
I'm not buying nutrients. I'm not buying.
How big do these plants get?
I mean, I got 2 out back right now. They're 6 foot tall.
Yeah, I figured you couldn't put them in a house plant and have one in your
No.
yard, in your kitchen. They're big plants.
Yeah, they can get up to 12 foot tall.
Wow.
It just depends, but I got them. I mean, the ones I got out back right now are they're about 5-6 foot, and they're about 4 foot wide.
Wow. 4 foot wide.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm looking at quite a nice little ashy from just the 2 plants.
Right.
And
Wow.
then the other 7 that I got, they're not going to get as big because they got started late.
Okay.
But they're gonna do well too. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clone those for next season. I'm just gonna clone a couple pieces off of each one of those, and
Right.
bring them inside and just let them veg under a regular light until spring comes. Then I'll put them in the ground, and they'll have the entire season to veg and flower.
Huh.
Next year's gonna be crazy. This
Wow.
year, right now, I have enough. I have 7 different flavors going on. One of them's an unknown, and the rest of them have names. So
Huh.
I can't wait to share. I just can't wait to share with everybody. I was like,
Nice.
and that's the cool part about it now it's not such in Virginia. It's not such a taboo thing anymore.
Right.
Like, everybody's doing it.
Right.
So when you end up trimming the bottom, because you have to trim the bottom third of the plant out so that it gets air underneath it, so you don't get pests.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
doing
that.
it outside, doing it outside, you get a lot of things like leaf hoppers and spiders and mites and stuff. But if you trim that underside, that bottom third,
Right.
it'll let air and sun get into there, and that they can't live in that. That's usually where they live, in the larvae stuff that's underneath, that is turning yellow and stuff like that. That's where they hide
Right.
out. But
Closest to the ground.
yeah, exactly, because they can climb right up to it. But what I'll be doing is I'll be clipping all that stuff and cloning it and giving those clones away, because I'll have way too much stuff
Right.
that I can handle. I won't be able to handle all that.
All right.
And yeah, it's gonna be good.
Wow. Pretty good, man. I'm impressed.
I started out with one seed this year, and it ended up being a male, and I had to pull
Right.
it. I had to get it out of there, because the last thing I want is a bunch of pollinated stuff. I don't need that. And then all the other stuff was given to me by just people on this Richmond growers site that I'm a part of. They're like, hey, we got this. You want it? Absolutely, I want it. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Oh my goodness. All right, man. Well, this does it for us. It's 11. Are you going to be on later?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on right now. As a matter of fact,
All right.
Play some tunes.
All right. I'm gonna slide up out of here. You'll likely see me in yours probably in 20 minutes. Need to
Sounds
get
good.
some food in me. Thanks everyone for coming through. Thank you, Rick. I really super appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I want to thank Lady B for showing up, and William Conroy as well. And our special guest who showed up in the chat, Ms. Desiree Mathis. Thanks for coming through. She says she's your fangirl, Rick.
She is. She's awesome. Des is
how
awesome.
awesome
She's
is
a
that?
great artist, man. She
nice.
she can paint like things
we
that look
like
so realistic you wouldn't even know it was a painting.
Wow, she's a realistic painter.
Yes.
I had a friend whose brother used to do canvases with ballpoint pens.
Oh,
Some of
wow.
his stuff is online, and it looked like a black and white photo, but it's him using a blue ballpoint pen sometimes, and sometimes he does a black one.
Uh-huh.
But as someone who deals with art, I was just kind of like, realism artist is just an amazing thing to me.
She does amazing stuff with colored pencils too.
Nice.
Like, you wouldn't believe that it was a drawing. You would think, man, that's somebody took that picture. And it's
Right.
like, what?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us. Please like and subscribe. Karma Armor on Twitch, and True S Armor on YouTube. Rick, you want to give a plug-in for your?
You guys can find me. Let's see. I'm on Facebook. It's Rick Bozart Acoustic. It looks like that thing right behind me, that banner that's behind me. That's the picture you'll find it on. I have an Instagram. It's Rick's Hot Trash, all one word. It looks like it says Rick's Hot Rash, but I can assure you there's no rash.
Right. Just okay.
That used to be my band name, Hot Trash. We were going to play all the
Rick's
songs
Hot
in the
Trash.
80s.
Okay. I thought it needed a little context. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter?
I
or
don't have a Twitter
YouTube,
anymore. They took me off of Twitter. I said some
Uh-oh.
bad things, and I can't have a Twitter account no more. I guess.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
sent me a
That's why I'm
message
trying
that
to.
said you're done.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch that with my YouTube channel because I got a strike.
I am on YouTube. You can find me on
Yeah.
YouTube, Rick Bozart Official. It's a picture of an alien smoking a pipe.
There you go, people. I thought you were on Twitch.
I am on Twitch too. I forgot about that. The Trippy Hippie, all one
Should be
word.
hippie. There you go. All right, like and subscribe to me, please. If you're not, please do so. And like and subscribe to Rick's Media Empire. You just heard it. You can just pause it, go back, and make sure you know which ones they are. If you click on his profile, all the corresponding letters will take you to his sites.
Absolutely.
And the same with me, all my correspondings. Rick is about to continue. It ends here for me. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm gonna put on some PJs and watch, call him likely, and watch Rick get it going. All right, good luck on your show, man.
Machine right here. You gotta follow this guy. Whoops, am I going the right way? It's this way or it's that way. I don't know which way. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow that guy because he man, he's come up fast. If you want to learn how to play guitar, he's
Thanks,
teaching you.
man. I appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, sun and moons, trees and bushes, spoons and forks, all of you. We want to thank you for showing. Please, like we said, like and subscribe to both of us. Your weekend is not over. Get out there and get some of it. You waited all week for it, and you won't get another one until who knows, 7 days. I hear.
That's the
Bird in the
tale I've
hand
been
is what we're
told.
talking about. Bird in the hand. You want this weekend. Next week is not guaranteed to anybody. So go out, tell the people you love that you love them. Pick up an instrument. If you have everybody to learn, why not now, right? If you put it away years ago, pick it up again, right? If you start that novel, pick that shit up again. Get into it. You can do this. This society tries to make you miserable and then tell you need pills for it. Or, some of us over-medicate with alcohol. I'm not even going to tell you to stop. Just slow it down if you want to. Or not, whatever. But pick up something and once you get interested in something else, that thing will slow down because this becomes the fix. We're calling it, right? So, man, don't be so happy to give in to being miserable like the society wants you to be. Try and find your happiness in some other thing that you once enjoyed. And remember, if you pick it up, nobody's making you do it. So you're obviously going to like it as you continue it. So yeah, please like and subscribe. I will be here tomorrow morning for the Sunday show at 7 a.m. It's church. So it counts as your synagogue, your church, and your mosque if you're coming through and spend at least 20 minutes. And then I'll be back tomorrow night at the 6 o'clock show where we don't really have a name for the Sunday show. Saturday evening shows for music. I don't know what the Sunday evening shows are going to be since Sunday mornings are for
Sunday Fun Day.
Church. Exactly. Yeah, maybe Sunday Fun Day where we just lament Monday. But I don't mind Mondays. Who knows what it'll be? We'll figure it out. We're growing. Please like and subscribe, like we said, for the
and keep in mind, guys, there's no age limit on this thing right here.
Amen.
There's no age limit from 3 years old to 99. You can do this.
And once you know it, it's yours forever. No one can take it away from you.
Nobody can take it away from you.
It's a skill set that no one can get. Yeah, exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out. I will see you in the next one. Thanks, Rick.
Yes, sir.